Hello, everyone. It is I, Mike V. Welcome to episode number 37 of the Monday Mic Drop. Today is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 2025. Though, of course, I'm not in Mexico. I'm in Costa Rica, so it's just a normal day here. And to be honest, I believe I hear that, Cinco de Mayo is not really that big of a deal in Mexico either. I mean, it's just one region of Mexico, really, that celebrates it. It's just exaggerated in the United States. I'm not sure what you guys think about that, but whatever. But we're going to get started here. So we're going to go ahead and discuss any news from the past week on poker and casino related topics, Q&A, and this will go on for the next hour. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So I only got a couple of poker related news to pull up. One is important, especially if you're going to be in Vegas for the World Series of Poker, which is really soon, about a month, less than a month before it starts. And then I've got some ideas for new videos that'll be pretty much on topic with all the streams that I've been doing lately. So as a matter of fact, this morning, in order to make sure I'm prepared for Scoop, which starts next week, so there's going to be a whole month of tournaments, 3 to 4 weeks or whatever it is. Starts there. Yeah, it's going to be about a little over 3 weeks of tournaments for the Spring Championship of Online Poker starting May 11th. I went ahead and made a deposit this morning. The first time I made a deposit on a PokerStars in about 6 years. And I actually took screenshots of the process. I might actually make it into a little tutorial video. May not be relevant for most of you, but it might be for some of you guys who are in the states that PokerStars is available in: Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Michigan. The process will probably be very similar there. I'll give you guys a little idea on how that works. All right. 3 minutes past the start of the hour. We'll go ahead and get started here with some news. Feel free to post your questions in the chat or give a wave, say hi. I definitely appreciate it. And be sure to also hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying it. But all right, let me go ahead and pull up some news. This is coming from Poker Fuse. We've got the World Series of Poker coming up shortly, and we've got, according to this article, phones and electronic devices banned during 2025 WSOP final stages. Plus, if we read the subtitle, so it enforces a strict ban on phones and electronic devices and introduces mandatory WSOP Plus registration, new payment methods, and a streamlined fee structure. So let's go ahead and summarize each of the key sections of this article. So the new restriction here, we go to this paragraph. Once a tournament reaches its final 3 tables, all electronic devices must be completely removed from the table and are strictly prohibited from use. A policy already adopted by Win and one that PokerStars is considering for its live events. Failures to comply will result in penalties up to and including disqualification. No device is allowed at any time on stream tables or feature tables, and access only during breaks or after elimination. So this is also to prevent players and spectators using AI, charts, apps, or assistants. And the next section, WSOP Plus. So this is a new app. So first launched back during WSOP Paradise, it is now a mandatory requirement to sign up on this app if you want to play in a WSOP event. In addition, of course, to having a Caesars Rewards card. So players in 2025 will need to create a WSOP Plus account to participate in events. Universal conversion range of features, including a tournament clock, real-time chip counts, player standings, price pool details, blind payout structures, total entries, buy-in breakdowns, and time remaining before breaks. All presented in a more modern, streamlined way. And it even allows the ability to receive winnings electronically through that app. Interesting. So yeah, that's going to be a requirement there. And then we got new payment methods added for buying into events, as well as the change in the fee structure. So furthermore, players using WSOP Plus to purchase tournament tickets online will have multiple payment options this summer, including ACH, which is your e-check or domestic transfer for U.S. accounts, so U.S. bank accounts. So that's probably going to be one of your best options. But wow, credit cards, PayPal, Luxon Pay. Oh yeah, Luxon Pay is an e-wallet, not available in the U.S. That's actually a deposit option here in Costa Rica, by the way, through online qualifiers and Paris tournament accounts funded in person at WSOP Cage. And they've changed in the fee structure. Instead of a $3 flat fee, along with various fees, instead there'll be a simplified 3% flat fee for all cards. And no fees will apply when purchasing tournament entries through ACH, PayPal, Luxon Pay, or tournament accounts. Okay. And there's a PDF file right there of the tournament rules that you can access. So yeah, that's the big thing. For those of you who are in Vegas this summer, you're going to be playing in the World Series of Poker. Just keep that in mind of those changes. And the last bit of information I'll bring up, this one is Poker Stars related specifically, and that is, well, EBT Monte Carlo is currently in progress. And this is the PokerStarsLive.com website, which has the current schedule of events over in Monaco. And today is May 5th, right? So I got to scroll down here. Yeah, Tuesday, May 5th. Well, it's an 8-hour time difference from where I'm at, so obviously it's already Wednesday morning there, but before, but earlier today it was I'm up a day. Okay, here, Monday here. Earlier today it was day 1B of the main event of the EPT Monte Carlo, 5,300 euro buy-in. So tomorrow starts day 2. And I am not familiar with the streaming schedule, but I would assume short, either for day 2 or maybe day 3, probably day 2, that they will start streaming this over on PokerStars on YouTube and on Twitch. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and watch some live tournament play, and you're looking for something to watch, go ahead. EPT Monte Carlo is currently in progress. But all right, that is the short news breakdown for today. Before going live, I did check VP Free 2 to see if there was any video poker changes to report on, especially since last week there was some major changes over at Four Queens. I have not, there hasn't been any more removals of full pay machines yet reported on Four Queens, or maybe that there won't be now for quite a bit. Fingers crossed for that, especially if you guys love playing downtown and looking for good video poker to play. So right now, as it basically stands, 10-7 double bonus at quarters is still available, but at dollars they've been removed, or rather they've been downgraded. Okay. Hope everyone has had a good start to their week, good start to their Monday. It is already dark here, early sunset, and it's been calm skies for most of the day. Though just before going live, we did hear random thunder. Hasn't rained at all, so that storm is probably just passed by. But as you would expect here in this part of the world. And the fridge stopped making noise. Okay. It's gotten even quieter. Except for the dog barking over over in a neighboring home, I guess. All right. And the gecko chirping over there. Okay. So, feel free to ask any questions. The chat has been empty. Let me check and see if anybody is here. We've had one person show up. All right, so let's see. I'm going to load up videopoker.com, see if there's anything interesting to play. Oh, dang. The lobby's changed. First time loading it up. Celebrating 20 years. Wow. Yeah, the videopoker.com website has changed its look, at least at its homepage. Wow. Well, I guess that's something to report here. I'll showcase it. Oop. Yep, see? That's what it looks like. Okay. All right, I guess I can go ahead and do a summary of Sunday's stream. For those of you who might have missed it, I did stream some online poker during Sunday afternoon, roughly. And, whoa, we got a fly going around. Actually, let me... Sorry, guys, I forgot to turn on the lights in the hallway. Trying to make sure I regulate the movement of bugs, make them attracted to the light elsewhere. Okay. So what's the all right? So what's the itinerary? All right. So okay. So Sunday, I played 3 turbo tournaments. Unfortunately, all 3 were losses, including a bit of a breakdown during the second attempt, and had to recalibrate, refocus. So I had to go into like a 6-minute intermission in the middle of the stream. But then things ended up being better. I still lost the 3rd tournament, but I did much better, performed much better, and just happened to be in an unlucky situation with a really loose player playing all sorts of cards with the chip lead, the table chip lead, and then getting lucky. Yeah. And I was just a few spots away from the money, of course. Nah. But it happens. And Matt is finally here. Yo. How you doing? And and basically the only other thing that's the only other thing besides those 3 tournaments, of course, was playing the Power Path tickets, of which I was doing much better on those, winning a step 3 $11 step 3 ticket. So we're gonna see what I'm gonna do with those here. So I'm thinking later this week I'll probably do a random short stream playing some of my tickets. So you're doing all right? Awesome. Myself, I'm doing pretty good. Had a quiet, restful Monday, I guess you could say. Just warming up, preparing for my schedule for this coming week with, of course, the poker games that I plan on playing, the my itinerary for going out and doing my grocery shopping, all this stuff, life stuff, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, one of the things I like to do in the morning, I am not. What is that on the floor? That is an enormous ant. Here, let me. We're doing it live, guys. God, you're still alive. Welcome to Costa Rica, guys. Yeah, less than a week until Scoop, exactly. So you missed the report, the news report earlier in the stream. I guess I can go ahead and mention one of them. So earlier I reported on. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. The new updates coming from the World Series of Poker. If you guys are going to be playing that, that's not it. This is it. Here we go. So restrictions on electronic devices, mandatory WSOP Plus registration, and new payment methods, and a streamlined fee structure. So you can go ahead and check out that article either on PokerFuse. I believe PokerNews.com also reported on this as well. As for Scoop, yes, 1 week, less than a week away, Sunday, this coming Sunday, and I'm probably going to stream the very first event, right then and there, event number 2L, which is the Scoop Kickoff, $5.50 buy-in, and that is like the crack of dawn too, roughly. So that's going to be interesting, and it is quite a bit of a structure there. 12-minute blinds. Yes, Savage's wet dream came true. Cell phones be gone. Yep. Though based on the article, from what I understand, it is the final 3 tables of all events, as well as any event that's streamed or and all feature tables. All right. Now we just need the Aussie pitch, yeah. Okay. All right, so let's see. I think there's pretty much said everything I need to say, so obviously any questions about poker, about casinos, about Costa Rica. Let's see, until I can think of something else to discuss on my own. Go ahead and actually put on the... It's starting to get hot again. Put on the air conditioning. Oh, man, Matt. All right. I'm going to have to, as we get closer to Scoop, I did did a first, whatchamacallit, I did a scan of the tournament's listing about a few days ago. I'm going to have to do that again just to confirm the ones I'm interested in. And in case you missed it at the very beginning of the stream, I also said that I have decided to top up my PokerStars balance, just as a readiness factor for Scoop, since I'm starting to get low on whatever on the remaining balance that I add. And that was successful, so everything's good there. You ain't trying. Okay. Sometimes I'm easily amused. All right. I guess in the meantime, let me go ahead and load up the PokerStars lobby. Just make sure everything's connecting well. People have been complaining yesterday on the PokerStars Discord server that it was taking forever for the site to load, or for the software to load, rather. And yeah, before I went live yesterday, it did take like a few minutes for the initial loading screen to load correctly and then bring up the software. Some people it took like 7 or 8 minutes, and it kept persisting for some others, but it hasn't for me. Even some folks had issues going into this morning, but when I logged in this morning, everything was fine for me at the very least. All right, let me just go ahead and log in here. Input my super secret PIN. I was forced to put it to enable 2FA back in late 2018 when I received an email from PokerStars saying, "Hey, we've detected someone trying to break into your account, so let's enable your PIN, your Stars PIN, which is a form of two-factor authentication that is available. So probably a good idea to do. We've got our home game club in less than an hour, in about 51 minutes. It is Hot Limit Omaha Progressive Knockout, already 5 registered, which will start right after I end this stream. And yeah, if I go to the tourney section here, yeah, I have it on my favorites. Let me go ahead and, yeah, Scoop kickoff, 6:05 a.m. local time. It's $5.50 buy-in tournament, $50,000 guaranteed. Let me open the lobby here. 3 hours of late registration. Starting stack 25,000. Blind start at 75,150. 12-minute blinds. Yeah, definitely can muster that one. I mean, I've done it before. I remember I think this might have been this exact same Scoop event, because I remember playing one of the first Scoop events. It was like one in the very first Scoop series that I played in 2018, where I was doing so well in it. And I still remember it clearly because I had an above average stack. Yeah, I had an above average stack. And I was up against a guy whose standard raise size was 7x, the big blind, which is very strange. And I had pocket kings. Of course, I 3-betted him. He 4-bet shoved. And of course, I had a call, and it was we both had above average stacks. We were relatively, let me say, medium to large stack. He had me covered. He had ace king against my pocket kings. Everything went well until the river when an ace spiked. And that was the end of me there. that was back in 2018. Still a pain to remember. But yeah. Probably going to do what I usually do in late register, right at around 100 big blinds. So that'll be at level 3 in this particular structure. And now that I have topped up my balance, maybe I can start adding some $11 buy-in scoop events as well. Maybe play the Sunday Storm a little bit more often. Oh wait, I don't think I showed you guys what I was saying. Let me go back here. Let's see. You should be able to see this. Yeah. And then here's the structure. So that'd be an early morning, but hey, sunrise is early in Costa Rica, so I should be pretty good here. Though I would need to make sure I have at least some breakfast before that. That would not be good if I don't get that. All right. Now, in terms of streaming all of my events, should I stream every single one of them? Or should I continue doing what I do now and just stream on Sundays? I mean, for Scoop, I probably should stream every single one of them. I mean, I may need to make some changes to my normal schedule if that's the case, though. So we'll see. I guess in the meantime, I might as well give you guys some tentative channel announcements, channel updates going forward. So because of Scoop, I will probably be skipping some episodes of the Monday Mic Drop. Not to mention, my parents are actually going to come visit me for a couple of weeks, starting on May 28th. And I have decided that I'm going to be suspending all stream activities for those 2 weeks. So that'll go until, I think, at least June 11th, maybe June. I don't know. I don't remember when their return trip is, if it's on the 11th or the 12th of June. But yeah, so we're going to be So we're going to be together, and I'm going to be suspending all streams at that point. So there won't be any streams on Thursdays nor episodes of the Monday Mac Drop on Mondays during those times. So I'll be sure to give a formal notice of announcement as we get closer to the end of the month. And yeah, during Scoop, I might skip next week's Monday Mic Drop. I haven't decided on that yet. And instead you just stream all of my Scoop events. And Matt agrees here, stream them all. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I just need to go look through the schedule one last time and see which ones I want to do. I might prioritize morning tournaments over later tournaments. And the reason for that is because of there would be less chance of disruptions potentially, because the grid here is pretty unstable sometimes, and we had a power outage last Wednesday. A couple of instances on Wednesday evening, and actually even on what was it, Saturday, I think, we had the internet failed to restart, and I had to get someone over to reset the router, which fixed it. That was on Saturday morning, I believe. Luckily, I didn't have anything going on immediately that morning. But that was so. Yeah, I think I would have less disruption during the day, especially if the weather is the reason that's causing the power issues, especially at night. Though so far we've only had one. It's only happened one day. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So, and I do make sure to have backups. I have my burner phone here. It's an Android phone that I actually purchased while in Costa Rica for the first time back in 2018. And it still works well. Very inexpensive Android phone. It costed me less than $200 back then. And I have a local SIM card in there with a phone number, data, prepaid plan, so I can top it up if needed. And in case of an outage, I can at least temporarily get onto that. There might be a the game or the stream might freeze briefly, until I reconnect. But that's something you'll notice if that does happen. So far, I haven't gotten a stream interruption due to an electrical outage. Thankfully, so far. And Robin's here, saying hi to everyone. Yeah, Power Path. Yeah, so nice to see you win on Power Path. Feel bad for your frustration on the others. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Poker is mental. Yeah, and you have to have the focus. And I know we're all human, and sometimes we screw up in the weirdest ways. I mean, we see. This is reminding me of. I guess I'll bring it up. About several months ago, for some reason, I just wanted to binge watch some old high stakes poker episodes, and I remember watching, and I remember how Daniel Negreanu was so unlucky in many of those episodes, and it's the same feeling right there. It seems like but you got to also remember, these buy-ins are low. Yeah, granted, of course, it's online. People are going to be more skilled online. Granted that, but if they're betting big, they probably have it. You gotta remember that. You gotta think about it very clearly. And I mean, I wonder if there is an instance where you could make a huge laydown and get away from quite a bit of hands in certain situations. Of course, some you cannot avoid at all. I mean, sometimes you run into a cold deck and nothing you can do. And yeah, those coin tosses, sometimes I cannot even hit them. But yeah, the power path so far, I've been doing quite well, and it also is thankful for the fact that I've only been using the free tickets that I get every day, and then run it up from there. I haven't spent a single penny on the power path, which is thankfully possible. So how this works, if there's any international players watching who are somehow brand new to playing online poker, let me go ahead and give it to you guys, or just feel free to listen as well, even if you're from the U.S., which is most of you. The power path. So how it works, and I could go ahead and pull up the lobby here. Where is it? So it is like it's like a step system. You play step 1, step 2, step 3. You try to win your way up to like a massive tournament, or in this case, in this case, you can win any of the 3 different passes: the gold, silver, and bronze. So if you're in the PokerStars rewards program, if you have a blue or bronze chest, like I do right here, which is the 2 lowest level rewards chests, then all you have to do is play 1 raked game per day to receive a free step 1 ticket valued at 50 cents. And that is used on a spin and go, where you can win any of the possible prizes from step 2, step 3 to step 4 to any of the passes. But most likely you're going to be playing for a step 2 pass. of either $1 or $1.50. If you get it, so if you win that, you can play a step 2. Step 2 is a sit and go. You saw it on the stream that it was a 16-player shootout, 4 players per table. Win your table to advance to the final, and the top 4 players will win at least one prize, either consisting of some cash and $1.36 for 4th place, a $1.50 step 2 ticket if you're in 2nd or 3rd place, and a step 3 ticket if you can win the event. So you move up to step 3, which I have 1 ticket, and that was the one you saw in that stream. So step 3, which has a value of $11, you're playing a standard tournament, and it's a satellite where there are, if you reach the top certain amount, you will, in this case, it looks like the next tournament is 25 tickets, but it can go up to like 65 on like peak hours. I mean, right now we're at a slow time here for PokerStars, so the prize pool, if you were to play right now, has fewer guaranteed tickets. If you can make it into the top, I think it's the top 20% roughly, because the step 4 ticket has a face value of $55. So if you can make it into the top there, you move on to step 4. Now, unlike the previous steps, step 1, step 2, and step 3, you could buy in directly with cash. You don't need the ticket, so you could pay your way into the first 3 steps. But step 4, you cannot pay your way in. You must have a ticket to play step 4. So it has a value of $55, and then that is where you can play for any of the gold, silver, or bronze passes. Bronze pass is valued at $109, and that can be used to play at the Sunday Million. The silver pass is worth, I believe, $2,500 or $2,650, $2,500, let's say. And you could use it to enter one of the smaller PokerStars events. You know, if you want to play in a live tournament for free, you can use a silver pass. So for example, like the PokerStars Open. I think the Irish Open, which just finished a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago, the Irish Open. I think you could have gotten into that with a silver pass. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Back when that was running. Or you can buy a tournament ticket bundle. Just get a bunch of tournament tickets of various values leading up to $2,500. You could use those in any tournaments you wish. And then you finally got the gold pass, which is worth $10,000. And that could be used to either directly buy into a major tournament like an EPT, like EPT Monte Carlo, which is going on right now, or EPT Barcelona coming in August. Or you could buy a tournament bundle there if you don't want to go to a live tournament. You want a bunch of online tournament tickets worth $10,000. You can get a ticket bundle there as well. So it is pretty cool if you can get all the way to the very top right there. Obviously, that's the extent of my knowledge here of the. Oh, you guys can see that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see it. And go ahead and go back to this. That's quite cool. Those river cards can kill you, yeah. I know. Okay. And Tracy, welcome once again. Wheel Poker Deluxe. All right, I'll put that, I'll make a note of that, and we might do that near the end of the stream. We'll play a little bit of video poker, sure. Let me just see if there's anything else I need to mention that I haven't forgotten, and then we'll go ahead and get started with that. Any further questions in the meantime? Deal draw? Oh yeah, that one as well. Yeah, we could do that. We can do that too. Yeah, that's what it's called, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Deal draw. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and minimize. We'll go ahead and open up. I've got videopoker.com listed here. Let's go ahead and close these other tabs. And let me look it up. Deal draw. So I just briefly showcased at the beginning of the stream when I went to videopoker.com. They changed the look. They changed the homepage. So in case the case has been a while for you, you can go ahead and check it out. All right, so I just need to know how to navigate here. I guess we go to view all games. All right, there we go. There's the list. And let's see, deal draw. Here we go. Let me load it up. And game options. Oh, we could do goal training on this. Cool. Okay. Can we customize? Okay, so we can't customize. We just have. So it only comes in double bonus, double bonus, triple double bonus, and deuces wild. So, all right, that's fine. Let me bring up my screen here. So this is what it looks like. And Matt asks, "Are you gonna try GG?" I will see if I can actually register and verify. I'm gonna wait till after Scoop to start dealing with other sites. So right now I'm going to be focused solely on Scoop during the time that it's going on. Then of course family's going to come over and visit for a couple of weeks, so there'll be a hiatus channel wise, and then yeah, I think I'll take a look and see if I could do something like that. If I could register, obviously from as we discussed before in a previous stream, Matt, it seems to be easier there to verify information than it would be on sites like PokerStars, for example. You know, back in 2018, I had assistance on getting proper proof of residency documents last time. I don't know what the process would be now because might have changed, but for GG, it seems to be easier. And the only thing I have at the moment right now is a signed copy of the rental agreement, which I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if I'll receive a receipt for my. I'm gonna obviously have to pay the electricity bill later this month because it'll be a month by the time, and maybe I'll have a receipt for that. And if it has the required information, that'll be good for me to use as well as like a proof of address type of thing. But we'll see. And Matt, you do say it's very easy. Okay. After Scoop, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for an account and see what I could do. It should be no problem, I would assume. All right. And of course, I don't even have to use my Skrill account to deposit. I could use Bitcoin directly, which is also cool. Typically a utility bill, yeah. So my electricity bill, I should be paying for it near the end of the first full month. So I'm going to obviously be contacted, hopefully in advance. Maybe I'll message my agent to see if it's ready yet, so I can prepare the payment and all that stuff, and see if I get a proper receipt, of the bill, all that stuff. Right, and then the international GG, they don't deal with the taxes there, so yeah, that's another good thing. I think there is a competing promotion right now, if I recall. thought I saw news about it a couple weeks ago. Let me just see. Is it on their site? Oh yeah, the GG World Festival. So yeah, that's going on actually right now. So it's a bit longer than Scoop. And it has a much bigger guaranteed prize. Well, of course, they got more people. Yeah, so here's the here it is on their page. Yeah, maybe I should sign up right away. I don't know. I got to learn how to use their software though. I mean, the only experience I have was with Club GG on my phone. I've tried it. Well, actually, no. I think I tried it on desktop as well. I I did a random test tournament just for fun, and I think it's probably similar on their main site. Yeah, like all the onlines do. Yeah, and yeah, you can see you've got a low, medium, and high as well. I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm well funded. I made sure to also have a medium term stash of emergency Bitcoin with me for anything. So I've got that all in lockstep here for deposits there and all that stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and get to video poker right now. So yep, deal draw, here it is. All right, double bonus. All right, we'll go crazy, 10 hands. Let me expand this so you guys can see the whole thing. Yep. Oop. And it's got training mode here too, which is probably gonna be the same. Well, I don't know. Same strategy, different strategy. We're gonna find out. No, that's the same. It's the same strategy because the deal you can't really do anything. I'll hold it safe for you if you want. Very funny, Matt. Now, by medium term, it has it uses one of it's basically a simple multi-sig setup using two-factor authentication, as opposed to my long-term stash, which uses hardware wallets. That is outside of my reach from here. It's not like I have control of it from here. It's back home in the States. Just need your seed, yeah. Funny. Okay. All right, so let's play. So it deals for all 10 hands, and we got paid 35 on the deal. So it has a different pay table, of course, because it's harder to get hands on the deal. You can also get wins on like pair of 5s through 10s. And then we just play normally, pair of 3s. So I won 10 credits on the draw for a total of 45. And we've got training mode here. Too deep for me. All I know is about cold storage and wallets. Okay, so yeah, with the training mode, you can pick, of course, what you want to see. It's kind of interesting. Will it do it for all the hands? I think that's what Tracy's asking here. So let's go crazy and let's do like aces with let's do aces with an A. I wonder what happens if does it just do the first hand or all the hands? Just the first hand. Okay. And 4 aces, no kicker on the deal pays 2,000. So we're holding just the 4 aces. So this is just a test here. Look at that. 14,875. Yeah, boy, that's a wish right there. 12,800 on the draw. We had 4 aces with the kickers and 6 4 aces, no kicker. Just leave my own exchange like that. Yeah, you are a chump if you're just leaving them on the exchange. And oh, how nice is it to be able to access fixedfloat.io or SideShift? You know, some of these crypto swap exchanges that you would need a VPN from the US to access. I don't have to use a VPN if I want to access it because I'm in Costa Rica. Hey, I don't have to deal with restrictions on US IP addresses and all that BS. Same thing with online poker too. No, I don't have to unblock PokerStars.com because I'm in the US, you know, but because I'm not. All right. 2 pair, 8s and 5s. That's a pretty good deal record there, 65. And let's go ahead and hold the Queen Jack suited. And not that much more, 90. No mouth gocks me. Yikes. And all the Bitcoin and crypto references right here. Matt is just dishing out all the jokes. Tracy wants to see a dealt royal. All right, why not? I like a royal in spades. It's going to be just like with the aces I showed earlier. It's only going to be the first hand and not the others, I don't think. Man, 60,000 for a dealt royal, and then 40,000 because it's on the draw and it's auto held as well. I also got 20 credits as well from that other hand. That's the dream right there. All right, this bottle is finished, I think. All right, 3 6s. No, only 3 of a kinds. 200 credits, double the money. Sure, Tracy. We could look at deuces wild. Got time here. All right, just the ace only. Deuces wild. Let me go ahead and load the pay table right here and there. So the top pay table is for on the deal. Bottom pay table is for the draw. So on the deal, you can win with a pair of queens or better, and with 2 pair. 4 deuces pays 2,500 on the deal. Wild Royal on the deal pays 500. And yeah, 5 of kind 400, straight flush 200. All right. 45 on the deal, and we got nothing here on the first hand. Ace, queen, 3, 6, 5. That's nothing. It's warning me. Are you sure you want to just draw everything? Yes, I do. And even the training mode says yes. I guess it's like, are you sure? Well, probably because maybe that's for it's to what's the word? It's it's like an idiot proof or a newbie proof of the game, so people don't accidentally press the They may think that, oh, the game is over. Let's bet again. That's not the case. Got an opportunity to hold your card, so they're just warning you. I mean, that's fine. Makes sense. Pair of queens. Do a backflip. Well, picking the cards ain't really going to do much anything here. Four deuces plus the ace. I mean, it's you just want to see an enormous win. You don't really need to hold the kicker though, because this is just regular deuces wild. It doesn't matter if you hold it or not. It's 1,000 credits on the draw. Yeah, I've never seen that many credits on a machine. 136,000 on a video poker machine specifically. Looks like I'm playing a penny slot. Pair of nines, right? Yeah. Man, this is nothing here. And yes. We got 3 more minutes until we wrap up the stream, guys. Any final questions or thoughts, comments? Anything you want me to answer? Pair of sevens. Man, loud celebratory wins for full houses. You only pay 20. Because this deuce is wild. It's either the straight draw or it's the queen jack suited. It's the queen jack suited. I'm pretty sure of that, yeah. Because there are a handful of two to a natural royals that you hold in deuces wild. Okay, we could do, yeah, we'll do some wheel poker deluxe. Why not? Dealt flush. Flush pays 15 in this game, right? We do hold it. All right, we'll do one more hand here. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and load up Wheel Poker Deluxe. Do I have it already with my list up here? Wheel Poker Deluxe. Do the hokey pokey. And you turn yourself around. All right. I don't know what the benefit of playing 5 hands versus 3 hands since it's on the deal. I guess because it's a flat 5 credit bet, regardless of the number of hands you pay to trigger the deluxe bonus. So yeah, and this one does not have training, it looks like. So all right, we'll do double bonus, sure. Let me load it up for you so you guys can see. There it is. Deuces is not going to make it easier because you need a natural 3 of a kind. So that excludes deuces in that regard. We got a jack here. I mean, we could do deuces anyway, but yeah, it's about 5 coins, and Well, no, this is not regular wheel poker. This is wheel poker deluxe. All right, we'll go straight flush draw. See, as you can see, it's three of a kind, but with a deuce, so it's not a natural three of a kind. It's not going to enable the feature. You need a natural. And it has to be on the deal, too. So we had 3 threes in our four of a kind here, but it's got to be on the deal. Hey, Joe, what's up? And yeah, Tracy, if it 3 deuces and 4 deuces, it will count. Yes. Yeah, any hand consisting of a natural three of a kind, including a full house and 4 of a kind. And that rule applies even on deuces wild. So, and this is a nothing hand here. Let me get to Joe's message here. So just leaving LSI. So yeah, Joe's in Vegas. He arrived, I believe, on Saturday. So if he's still there, having a good time. Any reports that you want to give us? Any wins? Any change to video poker offerings that you may have witnessed? Even though BB3 2 doesn't seem to show that anything much has changed, at least in the past week. And yes, I am playing Deluxe right now, Joe. Tracy requested it. But for some reason, we're doing it on Deuces Wild, but you still need a natural to spin the wheel. All right, gut shot, straight draw. Open ender, nothing. And 0 here. All right, so I just need to keep track of the time here. It's already 7:03 local time. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. We'll play a few more hands, and then we'll end the stream off. And nothing. Pair of kings. +1. And nothing. Okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Of course you recognize. You said it was your favorite game too, wasn't it? Yeah, I recognize that we put your attack at the bottom. Love it. Great game. Can be tough. Yeah, it definitely can be. Sometimes it feels that I always get... Whenever I play just normal single hand video poker, I always get big hands on the deal, you know, 3 of a kind, straights, you know. It's like, man, I could use those in wheel poker of any kind, you know, wheel poker deluxe, you know, or anything that requires a 3 of a kind to trigger a bonus. And it's like, man, I'm not getting them in there, but I'm getting them there. You know, it's just confirmation bias, I guess you could say, because it's still random. The stuff on the deal. Okay, yeah, Tracy. We'd have club tournaments on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I only stream the ones on Thursdays. That's for the club tournaments. And more recently, I've been streaming real money games on Sundays. And starting next week, I'm going to be streaming a lot more real money poker because of Scoop starting off. So I might announce some changes to the stream schedule for next week. Right now things are tentative at the moment. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming the Monday Mic Drop next week, but we'll see. If let's say something important happens between now and then, that should be reported in an episode of the Monday Mic Drop. I'll probably will do a stream then. If not, I might skip a week and maybe do a Scoop recap for week 1 of Scoop 2 weeks from now. and do a Monday mock draft there, assuming there's no other tournament happening that I'm interested in on Monday as well, because I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Well, no, this is later. I moved the poker tournament later as well because PokerStar is telling me to if I want to stay connected. All right. The reason for the change was potentially so that more people can watch the stream, because it was previously an hour before, and people might just be driving home from work and not being able to make it. So I wanted to make it at a time that was more appropriate. So right now we're pretty much doing this at what is it, 6 o'clock local time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for 1 hour. And we decided on this. So things could change in the future, but we'll see. But we're going to go ahead and end the stream right here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, for watching, for commenting, asking your questions. If you enjoyed your stream, you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Share the stream with others and hit the bell icon to be notified once I go live next or once I release a brand new video. And I got a lot of work to do leading up to Scoop. Make some preparations. And hopefully maybe I'll get you some content for you guys before then, because it's going to be more difficult once Scoop begins. But yeah, until then, have a great rest of your evening. Have a wonderful week ahead. I might go live randomly, probably Wednesday, for playing Power Path tickets. I might go live tomorrow if I'm in a deep run in a tournament, because I'm going to resume playing tomorrow. And then, of course, our next regularly scheduled stream will be Thursday for our PokerStars home game. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week, and go make it happen.